but you need to see this view. I'm still going up. Come face to face with a bear. About
blazes or double blaze, which is probably.
Oh, there's a snake. Wow. But this trail is hard. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Backpacking Adventures. I'm Dan, and happy 4th of July. I'm here at the Black Forest Trail in Tiadaghton State Forest. I think I pronounced that right. It's a 42-mile loop in Tioga County. I'll be doing this. I'm going to try to do this in 2.5 days, but if I'm feeling good today, I can really push the miles. I may try to do it in a just an overnighter, but we'll see. Let's get to it. We're on trail, following the orange blazes. Have to make sure if I see any red blazes not to follow them. I got about I think it's 1,500 foot climb first off in the morning, over about 3 miles, so that shouldn't be too bad. I'm not sure on how many miles I'm going to go today. At least 16, 17, somewhere around there, unless I'm feeling good and I'll push on. Or if it's real early, I'll keep going. So we'll just play it by ear to see where we end up. So I came across these walls. Not sure what they are, but there's more of those cairns up here. This looks like a camp spot. I don't think I'd stay here. This looks like a place for snakes. But the view is gorgeous. I don't know if you can tell how steep this is, but man, this is just mile after mile of steepness. I am out of breath. Gotta keep on going. All right, I made it to the vista. I doubt this is the top, but that is a long hill. But you need to see this view. So I made it to the top. That was one hell of a climb. Very steep, very long. It's a very beautiful. I'm gonna sit here on this log for a while, and I'm gonna have a well-deserved Snickers bar. I'm not sure if you noticed, on my shoulder I have this orange thing. It's a Spot Gen 3. It is a transponder, and it allows you up to do 2 custom texts. I take this when, now I'm going up another hill. When I go alone, because rarely do I have cell signal. So I can use this through the satellite to send a text that says, I'm fine, I'm hiking. And my second one is when I get to camp so that they know I'm not going to be sending any more that night. It also has an SOS feature that if you really needed to, can call search and rescue. However, about a month ago, I hiked the West Rim Trail, which is the PA Grand Canyon, which is very close to here. As a matter of fact, there's an 8-mile connector trail. Make one giant loop. I had my spot with me. I was by myself. Like today, nobody got my text. So they're all freaking out, thinking something happened. So trying it again, and if again it doesn't work, I'm not using it. That kind of worried me. If I needed that, the SOS feature, would that have worked? So we'll see. Just came around a turn, come face to face with a bear about 20 feet over here. Big black bear. Snarled at me a little bit. He ran off into the woods back there. That hill tired me out, but I'm not tired anymore. My heart is racing, so I'm getting out of here. So here is a junction. So we just came from back there and we are headed that way. Just came down this big hill, rocky as heck. Made it to a water source. I'm running low on water, so I'm just gonna fill up here. I'm sure you can get to it from the bottom, but there's a nice rock here. I'm gonna sit and take a rest and eat some snacks. About 12:30. I'm not sure how many miles I got in, but in the next hour or so I'm gonna start looking for a nice spot for lunch. I was gonna stop down there by that creek, but too many bugs. So far the trail is pretty nice. I mean, that hill in the beginning, I'm still tired from that. I just came down a big rocky decline, so I'm not looking forward to going back up because I'm sure that's coming, but as of right now, it's smooth, pretty flat, so I'm trying to pick up the pace so I can make up some time. Because I really took that hill slow. It was right out of the gate. What a way to wake you up in the morning. I guess there's no better place than this for lunch. Back on trail, just had lunch, took a rest. There were some people here. There are actually campsites, car campsites. So those people I saw at the falls, they're up here, they drove past. I'm getting ready to go up another 1,000-foot climb. So there was an orange blaze right up there, and it looked like it was facing this way. So I came down. There was a lot of footprints, but I'm not sure where to go. I'm going to walk up here a little bit because I don't want to get my feet wet if I don't have to. And up there at the top of the bridge, there is a red blaze. And we all know what happened when I followed the red blaze, so I'm not doing that. So as I'm down walking on these slippery rocks, I happen to look up. Probably can't see it, but there's a tree there. And I see an orange blaze. So that tree back here is very deceiving. Right up there is where I came from. Winded down there into the creek where the waterfalls are, and then wrapped around and up here. It's crazy. Man, I'm still going up. This is some steep hills. Walking along and almost stepped on this. On 4:30 and I'm getting tired. It's been a long hike today. I did find this very nice campsite in some pines, very soft. So I think I'm just gonna camp here tonight. I wanted to go a little bit longer, but there's some really dark clouds coming in and I just don't feel like setting up in the rain. Just rather have it all done beforehand. So I'm just gonna get set up. Okay, I'm back on trail. It's about 20 after 7. Had a pretty good night. I didn't film much. Back at mile marker 10, I had bumped into a lady named Lisa who actually hiked the Appalachian Trail in 2010. So I got water, passed her, and then as I was making camp last night, she walked by, so she stayed there. It was really fun. I didn't film because I didn't really want to film her. She didn't want to be on YouTube. So I did about almost 14 miles yesterday. I have to at least hit 16, and the terrain isn't much better than yesterday. So as far as the hills, so I'm gonna try to make up some time this morning. Hopefully, I'll do better than yesterday. So I just crossed a little creek, and that reminded me. Lisa told me that, and I've seen this before, heard about it, that during today we'll be crossing the same creek. I think it's like 17 times in a mile or something like that. So that'll be crazy. Hopefully it's not deep water. I didn't put my dry socks on specifically because I figured they're gonna get wet. Socks from yesterday were a little bit damp, but I still want to have dry socks to walk out tomorrow. So I just crossed a creek, saw orange blazes the other way. Now all of a sudden the blazes are orange. Red, and I checked all trails, and this is the right way. That opposite way is not the correct way. So I'm only going to go down maybe 100 yards, see if I can find an orange blaze. But if I don't, I'm coming back. I'm not sure what happened with the people that maintain this, but the blazes were red, and now they turned back orange. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. That's just going to confuse people.
Now the blazes are double blazed, which is probably what they should have done back there when the trails overlap.
Going up, and now it looks like got a little bit of a rock scramble to go up.
Campsite even has chairs. Cool.
It's about 11:15. On this vista, I found a nice little bench. So I'm gonna sit here and have a snack and try to cool down with this breeze. All right, so I made it to this great campsite. It's about 11:30. I originally wanted to stop at around 12 for lunch, but Kind of looks like rain, so can't pass up having these chairs. I'm gonna sit here and relax for a little bit and eat. Ooh, there's a snake. Wow. I am back on the trail. Just saw a snake. Lunch was good. Rested for a little bit. I think I'm gonna be going downhill for a little bit. And then I have a couple up and down roller coasters. So we'll see where I make it today. Steep hills, and the switchbacks I think need switchbacks, but it's fun nonetheless. It's part of the trail. The trail crosses over a lot of roads. So you could probably connect some of these too if you want to do shorter loops.
Stinging nettle. It was all stinging nettle the whole way down. That and muck and mud. Slippery. I was afraid to fall in the stinging nettle. I'm at about mile 30 something right now. So got a couple more hours of daylight. So I think I'm gonna try to push it to get to the car tonight. Right now the terrain's flat, but I know there's a couple more hills, but they're not like the one I just went up. That was miles and miles. That was tough. I'm still out of breath from that. But I'm guesstimating 6 to 8 miles right now. I'm just too tired to look at the map. We'll see how it goes. All right, I'm still motoring on. I'm getting tired, but I got about a couple miles left, so I'm just gonna have to keep pushing it. This trail is hard. This is the hardest trail I've ever done. I'm pretty much exhausted right now from today. I'm pushing 25 or so odd miles already, and I'm beat. All right, so I made it back to the car. It's been about 27 miles. It's after 8 sometime. That was a tough trail. That was the hardest one I've ever done. If you're gonna do it, I'd recommend doing it over multiple days, maybe 3 days at the least. My feet feel like hamburger after all those rocks and climbs. But they are steep. It just goes up and down the entire trip. If you like this video, hit subscribe. See you next time.